Hey everyone, I'm here, I'm feeling great, and I am the perfect image of health, which is as usual for a podcast and just for me in general. So there's... God damn it.
Interesting of you to start the podcast with a lie.
My fucking body hurts so bad right now.
Oh God, yeah. We couldn't get 1 minute in without a coughing
I've been
fit.
coughing for seriously about like 5 or 6 days now. And so the listeners are just going to have to accept that early on.
Yeah.
That I was actually, what happened was that I was too healthy.
So I had to be nerfed.
Yeah.
The government had to nerf me.
I was taking too many vitamins. And yeah, my blood work came back and I aced it.
Yep. Unfortunately, all the vitamins cancelled each other out is what actually happened.
And yeah, I don't actually get sick, but sometimes I have to be brought down to someone else's level.
To be humbled.
In order to like remember what it feels like to be human again. And not some fucking levitating god T-posing.
Yeah. But joke's on the government who made you ill, because all this coughing has only made your abs more defined.
Oh God, I hope that's what happens at the end of this, because with every cough, every like one of the small tiny muscles in between my ribs just hurts so bad. My stomach hurts, my chest hurts. It all hurts so bad because I've been coughing for like 6 days straight. But on a positive note, you might think, all right, Mitch is coughing and stuff, but he still sounds handsome and smart and funny. And that is because I'm over the worst of it. A couple days ago, I passed the threshold of the sickness. And then I was finally able to sleep, and I felt okay again.
And we're all very proud of you.
Thank you. Here's a funny thing I've been telling people, but I keep on saying it because it's funny, and I'm funny, and it's handsome, and so am I. But it's that I only get like really sick, like maybe once a year. Or even longer sometimes. So I forget what it feels like to be like, in bed, sick, feeling hot and just kind of shaking and just all clammy. And so that throughout the year, I'm just like, I feel a little bit icky. I'm sick. And that's what I'll tell people. I'm sick. And then I actually get sick, and it reminds me what being sick feels like. And I'm like, it feels like someone's stepping on my eyeballs. Wow, oh my God.
You did specifically say that to me a few days ago.
That's what it feels like.
Why won't they get off of my eyeballs?
My head. Fuck.
Don't tread on me.
And everyone's offering me drugs. They're all just like, hey, why don't you just take some of this fucking Woodstock juice? And I'm like, hey, slow down, dude. I don't do drugs.
Get that paracetamol away from me.
Get the fuck away. And
what do you call it? Acetaminophen. Get away from me.
Is that just Tylenol?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought for a second, I go, okay, if I get a fever, I'll take Tylenol. But I didn't. So I just laid under the covers and just quivered.
Just suffered.
Yeah. Until the sickness
just endured it.
Ran its course. I think that's the healthy thing to do.
I think that's good for you.
Well, I don't know. I shouldn't encourage people to not take medicine.
Well, I started taking medicine yesterday, and I regret it.
Oh, why?
Because I've got this horrible toothache. I've told you about my horrible toothache.
We're both falling apart.
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. I was coughing up blood last week, and now I've got a toothache. So picture just every kind of malady that like someone from like an Edwardian period film has.
Right. You're gonna have fainting spells soon.
Yeah, I'm just walking around with like a bandage around my head tied like bunny ears.
Right.
Coughing blood into a handkerchief.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Which is very hot and very goth.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you do it correctly, and then you're just waiting for me to return from war.
But you won't return because you've also got a toothache and a cough.
Yeah. God, when I had that toothache, that was really bad too. Do you think it's as bad as when I had like my abscess in my tooth?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah. Because I can't imagine anything worse than that.
Yeah. No, but I was very, very fearful that it was going to get that bad. So yesterday I started taking antibiotics. Mm-hmm. And now I kind of feel better, and I'm like, fuck.
Now I'm on a 10-day course.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Ruin my gut health.
Fuck, there goes my gut flora.
Shit. I'm gonna have to buy yogurt or some shit.
I have to, there's actually some kefir you can, this is all fucking boring, but you can get probiotics in a vegan way. That's all I'm gonna say.
In a little coconut yogurt?
Yeah, not even in a coconut yogurt.
Give me a little kombucha.
A kombucha is not good for like replenishing your gut health from nothing. I think if you did a course of this is so boring. If you did a course of antibiotics, you should probably. Anyway, welcome to our health podcast. We're both sick, and take our advice.
We're both doing really bad, but trust us.
I'm just saying, if you probably need something a little bit more powerful, and then to do it for like a long time, and not just like a kombucha, but something more along the lines of a kefir. And my favorite that I would drink
is cottage cheese out of the tub.
It's actually just so it's not fermented yet, but the trick is to leave it out room temp. I've been so sick that I've
get really fucking stanky.
Like that's the trick, is to let it get stanky. That's what I tell people on my blog. You gotta let it until it gets. You'll know when it's stanky, and all the comments are just like, "Well, me and dear husband actually are trying this. Yeah, me and DH are trying this, and DS has actually been a little fucker lately, and we're trying to." I shouldn't say this. I was gonna say cure his autism, because that's what blog moms fucking do with probiotics. Have you heard of that?
No, but blog moms are horribly anti-autism as a whole.
Blog moms
I wouldn't be that surprised.
Their autistic children.
They
really do.
Sad and awful, and
just
I hate it.
They hate their child so much that they would like that they're just like, you know what, now I don't believe in fucking vaccines anymore. It's because I hate the idea of having the son that I have. Like, hey, why don't you love your kid? He seems like an awesome little fucker. Why don't you be a good
person? Yeah, that would be
seems
great.
Dope. Give him to me. I'm not gonna pretend to cure him just because I made him drink this foul yogurt. Anyway, we shouldn't be talking about this. We shouldn't be speaking about this at all.
Giving out health advice and really hot political takes.
Really just hot takes about blog moms that are trying to cure their kids' autism. I'm just saying, if my kid was fucking, I don't know. I would just look at the whole thing like a fucking blessing. I mean, I'm gonna love this little fucker forever.
I mean, considering I'm me,
yeah, aren't you like right on the spectrum?
I have been tested for autism a couple of times.
Because they had to test it a couple times.
They had to make sure, because I'm kind of right on the threshold, actually.
Yeah, the thing you told me recently is that like you are the threshold. Like anything beyond you is
close that I am the line.
Yeah, you are the line. If they test better or worse than you, then that's the defining factor. You're the rare, like, third thing.
Yeah, I got tested a couple of times in primary school and then again in university because by an entirely different person. So, yeah.
They were like, we need to be sure about this. Mm-hmm. Well, have you tried coconut kefir?
Evidently not, because my gut health's wrecked.
Right. So. Hey, welcome to All Space in Between. My name's Mitch.
My name's Billy Blossom.
You're going for the blossom lately, and I'm actually loving it.
I'm actually
sweetie. I'm loving this. What you're doing with the Billy Blossom? Are you living for it? I'm actually living for the T right now of the second half of your first name.
I was gonna say, well, it is my first name. It would just be like you saying Mitchell, except like much cooler.
Much cooler.
Inconceivably more cool.
Yeah, it's more cool than Mitchell, less cool than Mitchell Austin.
Which is not your name. We have to reiterate that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Excuse you?
That not your. I've seen your birth certificate.
Right. That's fucked up that you've seen that.
I've seen your birth certificate and I've seen the translation of it that's been officially notarized. So it's.
I hate having an immigration lawyer. You know way too much about me. Hey, did you see the version of my birth certificate that has my little foot print on it?
Yes, it's so cute.
That's funny.
It's so small.
Hey, it was quite big actually.
It's funny that you had that sixth toe and they had to cut it off.
What?
Oh, what?
Excuse you? I just look over. There's this.
Sorry, you haven't seen it?
There's this very noticeable giant scar running up half my foot because they botched the surgery. I'm like, oh.
That's why your foot's bleeding all the time.
That's why my toe is bleeding. It's because it's
trying
this,
to grow back.
It's more of a phantom wound. Yeah, it always hurts. And sometimes it produces blood. You like that? Yeah. Phantom wound. Every cough.
Look for it next time I'm there.
Every cough it hurts me so bad.
I know.
Each cough, I want the listener to just like think like, look, it's annoying and I know that. But to make up for how annoying it is for you, just know that I'm in a lot of pain when it happens.
Oh, he's in agony.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole body soreness.
Mm-hmm.
God, you're fucking giving it to me. Look.
Through the call. We can't both be coughing. We'd have to just be like, all right, guys, it's a let's check. Actually, yeah, this has been an 11-minute episode, 12 minutes. We gotta head out.
Goodbye.
We got 3 questions as always. For this wee little advice podcast of ours, where we give some really
advice to 2 questions.
Pissy shit. Yeah, this advice podcast where we pick 3 questions, only get to 2 of them, and they're pissy and they're shitty. I don't know if we picked any pissy shitty ones for this episode. Did we?
I don't remember.
I don't remember the questions, but they are starred.
Yeah.
And I'm reading the first one, though I did tell you if I start coughing too much, you're going to have to take the wheel.
I am standing by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's just get, oh, fuck, you're not going to believe this. Google Chrome is exactly as I left it and opened immediately.
Oh.
Yeah, no latency, no anything like that. It's,
I actually don't believe it.
It's beautiful. It's
wow.
You know what? Someone hacked someone's hacking me live.
They're making they're making my CD drive do that thing where it goes in and out.
Yeah, the CD
and saying,
drive.
do you
I
want
have.
a cup holder? Yeah.
That's stupid.
Have you heard of that virus?
No.
Yeah, there used to be like a virus that went around that was like under the guise of like free cup holder. Click here to claim it, and you would click it, and it would make your computer open the CD drive.
Whoa, that's the era of the internet that I crave, that I miss.
That I wish I was more there for. Wish I wasn't a small brain child.
Yeah, I want that again, but unfortunately we can't have it because we don't have disk drives anymore. No.
I want disk drives, I want floppy drives, I want the Mulan Disney Artistic Suite on Microsoft 98. That's what I want.
You want all that back, baby.
Yes, I miss it.
I want my old life back.
Now what have I got? A fucking iMac that's about as fast.
Right. Or I mean, like, what's in my life now, realistically? It's the Netflix fucking Twitter account saying, hey, anyone else fucking horny? And every brand responding, being like, I'm hard.
Well, I'm wet.
I'm actually wet from cum. And it's like, fucking Mr. Peanut.
You don't want to say that, Mr. Peanut.
Fucking Turner Classic Movies. You can't talk about being cream pied. Actually, no, I should have said cream pies, moon pies. Cream pies isn't a fucking brand. Moon pies. You can't talk about being fucking multi-cream pied.
No. I hated that whole God. I don't even want to get into a thing about.
I don't want to get into it, but just as a reference to what we're talking about, it's that tweet that came out just recently. That premiered. Netflix released a tweet. Because that is what it's like. It's just a team of old fucking, just a team of people in cahoots with one another.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just one of those things that was just like, what are some things you can say during sex that you can also say like on your business account or
Which, by the way, I hated that as a meme.
To begin with.
The second time I saw it, maybe the first time I saw it actually, before I even realized it was a meme.
Right.
I just thought it was a bad tweet. And I saw it a million times, and then I saw this brand version of it, and I was
the brand version of it. And if you haven't seen this tweet, please look it up and scroll through the thread, because think of a brand. Think of any brand. They've responded. Think of any brand. They've fucking responded. We're just like Dr. Pepper and Pepsi are all just talking about fucking
Dr. Pepper, Toyota. Orlando Resort, Florida.
Everyone is talking about being horny.
They're all there and they're all horny. And I can't believe it's allowed.
I'm not saying this in like a prudish way because I'm just like, why is it happening? But I'm genuinely curious as to how it's happening. Where is HR during all of this?
How are they all allowed to tweet about
Some
how
of these are
horny
like family restaurants, and they're just like, I'm fucking quivering. I'm so hard.
I don't want to think think about the Michelin Man getting... I don't want to think about what the Michelin Man's been doing.
They're just like talking about like having fingers inside them and shit. Like actually that explicit. And I'm just like, this is crazy. But it's odd and it's weird.
It's crazy how turned on I am.
It's crazy what it did to me. It awoke this part of me.
Jacking off over a fucking Cheetos tweet.
The thing that the Verizon guy said was so hot that I had to fucking DM him. I go, this is crazy. I don't usually do this, but I'm running off pure boner energy.
Pure adrenaline.
Yeah. Sorry, it's gone to my head. The head of my dick. And I'm just shaking as I'm typing.
Which, incidentally, is in the head, the mouth on my head.
Wait, what are you saying?
The head of your dick is inside the head of your body.
Oh, God, I'm self-sucking? Is this the joke?
This is the joke.
I've gone full circle. Going full circle means that I'm sucking my own dick at this point.
Going full circle is a really good way of saying self-sucking.
Yeah. You had you were going to tweet a joke about me self-sucking, but it was like directly after Emily tweeting a joke about me self-sucking. So yeah. I was afraid that people were going to start believing it, and I was like, okay, so don't do it.
I was like, I can't have my close personal friend and then my partner tweeting about
this. Can't be canon.
People are going to think it's not a joke.
Yeah, this can't just be a thing where no, we can't do that. Anyway, first email, can we get to it? Yes, we're 20 minutes into the show.
Okay, let's go.
We're definitely not going to get to the third question, but we're going to try anyway. But this first email, excuse me, I have a little bit of like mucus stuck in the back of my throat right now.
Okay.
I'm going to try and... I think I got it. Okay.
Okay.
It's not gone. Oh my God, hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Okay. So, this email is called... Oh, no, hold on. No, okay.
Oh my God.
It's back. Fuck.
We sit here for 20 more minutes.
35 minutes later,
every time you're just about to read the subject of the email.
A little something anyway, drips from my sinuses. This one, oh shit. And the listener's like, why didn't he edit this out? Why the fuck didn't he edit? Why did he leave it? It's longer than the episode. This one is called Big Dumb Fish-Brained Bitch, and it goes, salutations, beautiful podcast hosts. Hope you're well. I've managed to trap myself in a bit of an odd pickle and I wanted to share this with someone. So, I've been with my boyfriend for about 9 months at this point. We met online, and since we only live like 30 minutes away from each other, we met in person and now spend a lot of time together on a weekly basis. There's only one small problem. I don't fucking remember when exactly we started dating. I know it was a couple months after we first met, but hold on one second. It's back.
Oh, God.
I know it was a couple months after we first met, but I don't know specifics at all. Do I bring this up? Do I leave it alone? Should I just take a random guess as to when we got together? What do? Me being almost 20 and still a little baby, this is my first real relationship and that I actually wholeheartedly care about, and I feel like this is kind of an important thing to remember. I know it's ultimately up to us to decide on that, but still. I know this is an underwhelming email to read, but I have a memory worse than a dead fish, and I don't know what's the best move in this situation. God help me. Thanks for reading this horrendous novel of a question. I'm so sorry. I typed this out very late at night when I wasn't fully conscious, and I have not proofread it yet. So I apologize for any errors that I may have made. This podcast is great. I love all of the stuff both of you have created/are creating. Thanks for taking the time to read my shit show of a question, and then they signed it, a big stupid fish-brained bitch. Also, side note, Mitch's chip story involving him and his brother in episode 42. This is the one where I talk about me eating chips with my brother, and he was actually licking all the hot sauce and lemon off the chips before I ate it.
Yes.
Mitch's chip story involving him and his brother in episode 42 reminded me of a similar suppressed memory of mine. My cousin and I used to do the same thing with hot Cheetos when we were 4 or 5. He would lick the excess hot dust stuff off and give what was left to me, as soggy and nasty as it was. I must have realized how gross it was later on and forced myself to forget, because I never remembered until now. So thanks for that. I'm scarred for life.
I like this idea. Well, no, I don't like this idea. I hate this idea, but I'm interested in this idea of siblings kind of doing this shared eating thing where like the more tolerant of hot things brother will eat the hot stuff off and then just give the other brother the soggy remnants.
Yeah, I it can't be just me and this person. There have to be other people listening who are just like, well, yeah, I used to basically kiss my brother or cousin. We used to swap spit all the time. Because, that's what fucking happened. Like, I've eaten so much of my brother's spit.
Oh, my God.
And it's
but when you're children, I feel like you're essentially the same still. You both just came out of the same place,
right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
We're not really the same place if this person is their cousin.
Oh, it says cousin. Well, a similar place.
Yeah.
But, okay, the actual question. So, this person's quandary is that they don't remember when they and their partner actually started dating. So, they have no, like, solid anniversary date, I guess. Which I feel like is kind of common in this day and age, you know, especially if you're, like, meeting online and, like, there's not a defined line of, like, between kind of flirting and friendship and whatever. You said you've had this happen to you, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason that I even greenlit this question, because as boring as it is, I wanted to reassure this person that this is super common. This is just a thing that, like, most people that, like, date online, like, kind of do, because I've had, like, you know, a handful of past not a handful, but I've had past relationships that you know, you start talking online, and then you meet up in person, and then you start hanging out, and then, I mean, like, it doesn't have to be an online thing. I think it's more common online, but even when you just start hanging out with someone, and then you start hanging out more, and then there's, like, kind of that weird in between where you're, like, you know, you're dating, but you haven't had the talk yet. But then I think what'll often happen is that there's almost this sort of this shared sort of an unspoken about agreement that's like, oh yeah, we're together. But without that talk, you don't really. I mean, you should have the talk period that says, hey, we're exclusive and we're good, and that's fine. But a specific date, it looks like you're gonna have to just pick one.
Yeah, I mean, unless your partner knows when it is.
Why would they know? They were like, oh yeah, I asked you. You don't remember?
Well, it kind of sounds like, I don't know, that might be that they're like, I know it was a couple months after we first met, but I don't know the specifics. Do I bring it up?
Well, you should bring it up.
You should bring it up.
You should bring it up. That's the first thing of advice. You need to bring it up.
Yeah.
Here's the second thing of advice. Do it in a toxic way. Do it in a way that makes them feel bad.
Oh, God. Yeah, make it seem like the reason you don't know is because, like, you really just don't fucking care about the relationship or them that much.
Yeah, it's like, so are we even, like, dating? Boyfriend of 9 months at this point?
Okay, here's what I would do. All right. You gotta buy a gift in advance, okay? An anniversary gift. And it's got to be something small enough that you can just, like, keep in an interior coat pocket all the time.
A ring. Let's go. Okay, I'm into this.
Let's go, baby. We're leveling it up. And no, this ties in well, actually. I'm going to amend my answer for this. And then at some point in the next 3-ish months, your boyfriend is going to be like, happy anniversary.
Are they?
Maybe. If I'm assuming the other person knows when it is.
Why are you assuming this? They know
That's what I'm reading it like.
They know the specific date?
That's what I'm maybe.
Then why wouldn't your answer just be ask them? What is this weird scheme you have? There's no way the boyfriend knows.
Okay. Well, then never mind.
Didn't you say you were in a similar situation?
I was in a similar situation.
Okay, let's hear about that.
Yeah, I kind of, my relationship that I was in before this one.
Say his name if you're so brave. Go on, I can take it.
Christopher.
Ah, hearing
Oh,
it is
fuck.
different than reading it. Fuck.
You've never heard me say
I've
it.
never heard. There was passion in your voice. I think you miss him.
He's fine. I saw him more recently than I saw you, which is fucked up.
Yeah. But being a cuck, that's fine with me.
Anyway, me and Chris, when we first got together, we were just like friends. We were friends for a long time, and then kind of friends with benefits after like a year or so, and then kind of called it off, and then started again, and then like it just went on in a long and vague way, kind of thing, and then like at some point after like a year or so, we were just like, do we have an anniversary? Like, shit, we should pick a day that we need to work out when it was.
And there you go, yeah.
Because it's got to be coming up soon, but like neither of us knew, so we could both just be like, okay, we both don't know, but we're just gonna have to pick one or figure it out somehow.
When was the date?
I don't remember the fucking date.
When was it around?
It was around springtime.
Might I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Just to like change it to not that date. I'm feeling more of a July 9th.
Why would you say this?
I don't know. Kind of inject me into this story somehow.
Just make me a part of it is all.
A July 9th anniversary. Maybe that's what you should like start remembering it as.
Okay.
So that you sort of inject me into this somehow, if you don't mind. If you do mind, that's fine.
I do. I don't know.
So you mind. That's fine. That's okay. Okay, so my question for you is that... What? Excuse me? Yeah?
We have a good anniversary.
Yeah, it's fine.
You and I. Me and you.
Don't tell it to people,
I like
though.
it.
Don't tell it to people.
Don't tell it to people because they might wish us a happy anniversary.
No, yeah, they're going to wish us a happy...
And I don't want that.
It's like coming up, too, so... Yeah.
Just know that it's a good date.
Right. It's an okay date, okay?
Yeah.
But my question for you is that would you just assume that Chris knew yours or just wasn't telling you?
I don't know.
The answer is no. I can't believe you're
I guess no. I guess no.
Are you? I think the toothache has gone to your brain. What? This is the weirdest assumption that the other partner knows and isn't telling you. I can't believe you're even contemplating this.
Well, maybe the other partner would know and assumed that I also knew, so then why would they tell me?
Gee, I don't know. Talk to them. Fucking say, hey, because it was a little, and I don't exactly know when, and you never like actually asked me on a specific day. I don't know when that day is. Do you know, and should we decide on it? Boom, it's done. Why would you just secretly assume the other person knew and is hiding the info from you? Boy, howdy, Billy. Fuck.
Sorry, it's the antibiotics and the paracetamol.
It definitely is. I think.
Yeah,
I think the worms in your stomach were making you smarter because now that you're getting rid of them with the antibiotics, they're
dying off. Fuck.
I'm taking a hit. Yeah.
Thank God you made a decisive ask of me. Thank God you made me into an honorable gal.
Wait, what did I do? Oh, right. I actually asked you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because then there's no weird confusion where you're just squinting your eyes and looking at me being, I wonder if this little fucker knows. Even though we never decided, and what day would their boyfriend just assume it was, do you think? If there was that lack of communication.
Christmas, why not?
Yeah. It was because they never read the back of the Christmas card that they got him, and it says like, will you be my little helper? Will you be Santa's little helper? And that's...
Which is a normal way to ask someone out.
What if that's how I did it for you? And you just didn't know that we were dating because you were just like, oh yeah, that of course I will. And like in my mind, we're married.
I thought I was just accepting a job position.
Right. I thought this was a hot thing. I thought I was just going to be one of the, the little elves that like fuck Santa. You know?
Excuse me, the elves that what?
The elves at the North Pole that, like, some of them make toys, some of them make, excuse me, Santa come.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, we can't. I refuse to let this be the Christmas content that we make.
You've never heard of this. Okay, so it's of course, it exists in all old stories of Santa. There's like, you've heard of Rudolph, right?
Yeah.
The red-nosed reindeer. You've heard of elves at the North Pole, right?
Yeah.
And they make toys.
Yeah.
Some of the, some of the elves, they milk him.
Stop. This is that thing where you're like, you're trying to get me to admit how gullible I am and that I might believe you.
Right.
But I shan't this time. I shan't do it. You can't trick me.
So that's what I was asking in the Christmas card. You know the song, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Well, Santa's actually sort of in a poly relationship.
Oh my God.
So that wasn't bad. What the mom was doing was bad, obviously. She was cheating on her husband. Santa, I guess, is bad by association.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Santa shouldn't...
He's the other man.
Santa shouldn't have done what he did.
To Santa's other partners, that's fine.
He shouldn't have done what he did, and he should have been more communicative.
Yeah.
But...
that's the key to consent.
You have to understand, he was away from his milking elf for...
Stop!
for hours at that point.
You know when people say to leave out a glass of milk for Santa?
Please don't.
I'm not going to finish the sentence.
You know when they say to leave him a cookie? How about a crumb of pussy? How about that?
How about a singular crumb of pussy, please?
Why not that?
Yeah, we're going to have to mark this episode as explicit.
All of our episodes are marked as explicit.
Good.
Yeah, they already are.
I mean just in the title.
Oh, yeah. Just don't listen.
Good.
You said pussy one time in the last episode, and now it's just now it's allowed.
We just opened forgive the imagery, the floodgates. We really did open them up.
Yeah, at this point, I don't really care if we get sponsors. This is not paying my bills, and the the other shit is. So why not? I'll try not to say pussy in a flat sound song.
You'll try.
I'll try not to.
Yeah, all right. You've already said many things in flat sound songs, so.
What? What have I said in flat sound songs?
You've said cum.
I've not said cum. I have not said cum in a flat sound song. I've said it in a lot of poems.
Poems is what I'm thinking
but
of.
Not in a flat sound track. You cannot find me uttering the word cum on a flat sound track. I do say
fuck.
I do say cuss words sometimes, yeah. I'll say fuck. I'll say shit.
Okay.
I'll say milked. I'll say elf.
Anyway, Flat Sound's Christmas album coming out soon.
Can you believe we're almost out of time?
I hate it.
It feels like we've been recording for 10 minutes.
It feels like we've been recording for 10 years.
We didn't really answer this question.
No.
Is this a one question episode?
I think we can maybe squeeze one more in.
Last minute advice for this person is just I'm skimming the question one more time to remember what the fuck it said. All right. Blah, blah, blah. You don't know when the date is. That is normal. And you need to just talk to your partner and say, hey, we never really had a date. And I would want, our 1 year is coming up. And what day are we celebrating that on? And
be like, I want to do something special and I want to know what day to do it on.
And you can be, lame and say, hey, you know what? It's kind of near this holiday or it's near this date that kind of means something to me. Let's do it on this date because it'll be cool. Mm-hmm. And then if a person, because no one's really going to be like, oh, you started dating on this date. That's so cute. There's no shame in being like, well, actually, we kind of fell into a relationship. It was around this time, and we celebrate on this day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nice, actually. I like the intentionality of that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. An actual serious answer.
Yeah, well, I had to sprinkle.
We only had to talk about elves milking Santa Claus together.
You gotta giveth and taketh away.
At the same time.
Yeah.
This podcast remains morally neutral because sometimes we give actual advice after we say all the bad stuff.
Are you sure we have time for one last question?
Where are we at? Ooh,
we're at almost 40.
Okay. Maybe not then. I don't know.
It's up to you.
I don't think this one, we can answer this next one shortly.
All right.
Okay.
Run through it.
Okay. This one is called Fuzzy Little Pickle, ? And it says, "Hey, Billy," with hearts around it in capital letters. And Mitch. It's the noticeable lack of hearts there.
All right.
Thanks for taking the time to read this. I'm writing because, as you probably guessed, I have come across an itty bitty pickle. I'm visiting some family in Mexico and I've recently met my uncle's boyfriend. We're both actually about the same age. He just turned 22 and I'm turning 23 next week. We get along really well and I can see us becoming close friends in the future. Today on an outing for groceries at the local market, my uncle's boyfriend decided to get a haircut. He ended up absolutely hating it and is really upset about it. Pre-haircut, he had beautiful Steve Rogers hair before he turned into an absolute unit, and after the haircut, he now resembles a frightened chicken/piranha hybrid.
Damn, drag him.
There isn't really any way to fix it because it's much too short to do anything with it besides either get a buzz cut or some kind of crew cut. The question I now pose to y'all, particularly Billy, is this one. Should I buzz my hair off in solidarity with my uncle's boyfriend? I'm not particularly worried about how I'll look after the great buzz TM, but what I am worried about is if I'll seem like I'm seeking attention or that I'll seem like I'm trying to make fun of my uncle's boyfriend. Please tell me how to go about this potentially fuzzy little round pickle. Thanks again for reading and also for being my favorite bodily fluids podcast. Keep on casting those pods. Much love, this person's name.
Thank you for listening.
Sick.
Like the outro music starts fading in right here.
I'm like, yeah, we can do it quickly. We
just read it. Giving no advice at all.
Anyway, I would like to point out that there's a reference in here that Mitch definitely doesn't get, which is that the uncle's boyfriend had beautiful Steve Rogers hair.
Should I Google that?
Yeah, why not? Google. Mitch asked me who Steve Rogers was, assuming that Steve Rogers was just the name of a man.
Yeah.
And he was like, is that some British thing? And I was like, it's about as far away as a British thing. It's Captain America.
Right, of course.
It's the defender of your country himself.
But this guy looks like he got kind of short hair.
Are
there other pics of him that he's got? Oh, I'm seeing. Yeah, okay.
To be fair, he's been in 20 films by now.
Yeah, okay.
You got to look up like Steve Rogers 40s or something.
I'm seeing a pic of him here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got longer hair here.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice.
It's just kind of blonde and side parted and
longer. Yeah, straight.
Whereas now it's a chicken piranha hybrid, which is a very strong visual.
Which is
obviously.
A drag. Yeah.
Yeah. Somehow scaly and feathery.
Yeah. Well, there are scales under the feathers, of course.
Obviously, yes. Anyway, I like that you've come to me, your friendly neighborhood buzzed head person, the fuzzy little round head themselves. It's really sweet that you would be worried about if this would be attention seeking, and but it's really funny that it might be possibly construed as you making fun of. Because imagine wanting to bully someone so hard that you shave your own fucking head.
Just to be like, look how stupid you look.
Look how stupid you look like this, and then you have to live with that decision. Because I will say, it's a great decision to shave your head because if you got a beautiful head shape, which I'm sure you do, much like myself.
Perfect and round.
So round.
So small. You can palm it like a softball.
You can pick me up by my head
the
with one
hair
hand.
Covered it up to it was a normal size head. Once you shaved it all off, it's like, yeah, this is a softball.
But, so when you actually shave your head, it looks like so badass and like really, really good and hardcore. When it comes to the time, and I am now in this time, to start growing that hair out again and have a normal haircut, fuck are you gonna have a period of just looking like just an 11-year-old?
Right. Yeah, that's what you're dealing with currently.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, I look like an 11-year-old with a lot of grays in my hair as well, which is confusing for everyone, you know, and teenage acne. So you could,
you're just coming at all angles, right?
No, I actually think it looks a little cute right now, but it's just a little suede mop on my head.
Is it long enough for you to spike it yet?
No.
Okay, I'm waiting for that.
No.
I want you to...
It's long enough to kind of spike if I sleep on it wrong, you know, but I have no control over that.
I want you to put 2000s style gel in it and kind of frost the tips.
That gel that comes in like an unreasonably large thing, and it's always like bright blue.
It's like bright
bubbles in.
Yeah, it's like bright blue or green. It's usually blue, and like
and
for
it costs $1.
Yeah, like for some reason you get it at the 99-cent store. Like that's what I was gonna say. It's like, what is it?
It's so cheap.
Why is it so inexpensive? There's so much of it.
It's a petroleum byproduct
it has
or something,
to be.
and we're just putting it on our head.
It's so, and I put that shit in my hair so much when I was a kid. I want you to look like the main
I love
kid
the idea
from
of you gelling your hair.
Of course. Did I tell you? I probably did. I probably said this either on the radio or I said it on the podcast or something, but I'm going to say it again, even though we're running out of time. And when I was in the 5th grade, I went to the barber with a picture of the guy from Papa Roach. And I said, girl, do this to me.
Hey, I need to Google Papa Roach just for a visual reference.
Well,
oh yeah, there he is.
You have to look at him from, if you just Google Papa Roach, you have to look at him from a specific,
90s.
Yeah, you got to look at a 90s sort of because you got to look at his hair spiky and not his hair. Not like, you know, it's hip now to have hair that kind of goes up, but it's short on the sides. But no, this was up all the way around.
This is
almost
all over spiked.
Yeah,
just coming out of your head.
Actually, this is a great picture. This isn't what I went for, but this is okay. Like, just look up any old picture of Papa Roach, basically.
Okay.
And
I'm there.
It was that, and I just handed that picture, and I was like, "Do this to me." When it's just like, it's not even like very iconic or just him. It's just a guy with spiked hair, and I was like, I just listened to a lot of Papa Roach.
I'm just really fucking into it right now. See, eventually, it's gonna take me about 2 more months to get to the Papa Roach length. The length I'm at now is very Simon from the In-Betweeners.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
You know what one Simon is?
Yeah, but how does... Oh, wait, Simon. Mm-hmm. Is that the lanky one?
No,
of course. That's... Wait. If you're like Simon, because this is what I was thinking, but like, no, it can't be Simon, because Simon has long hair in the front and he spikes it like crazy.
Well, I'm just about at the point where I can, if I wanted to, I could possibly spike the top of it up. I couldn't like spike it up all over like a Papa Roach, you know.
If your hair was anything like Simon from the In-Betweeners, and I'm looking at pictures of him now, you could spike it all over.
You just got him for me to do it.
I would, because, okay, I want everyone at home just look up Simon In-Betweeners. One word, In-Betweeners. And if you haven't watched the In-Betweeners, oh my God, watch the In-Betweeners. It's classic. It's so good.
It is a staple of like modern British comedy.
It is just good. It's like the first little bit of British comedy that I got into, completely independent of you too. I was just like into it at some point in my life.
I was really impressed when you told me.
Bro, I loved The In-Betweeners. I thought that shit was so funny.
Good.
It's so well written. It's so fucking funny. If you haven't watched it, guys, watch The In-Betweeners. Maybe you'll hate it. Maybe it's just too disgusting for people, but it's like quintessential British shit.
It is. Yeah.
I want to rewatch it. I haven't watched it in years, and I've only ever seen it one time all the way through.
Oh,
I know.
What a treat.
I know. I could just watch it all over again for my second, third time, and it would just be great still.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Anyway, let's fucking help this person before we go, please.
Anyway, okay. So what I'm saying is, if you want to shave your hair off, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look sick. I don't think you need to worry about it seeming like, you know, if you guys are good friends and you're close in age, I think that he's just going to take it as a nice gesture, probably, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the rest of your family's probably just, if they're all nice and they're cool, they're just going to think it's kind of funny. of you to do that, but nice. I'm just giving a fair warning that although it looks very, very cool when you first do it, God, there's a hard in-between phase when you're coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I want to do. I just want to warn you about it. But I mean, overall, I think everyone should shave all their hair off one time in their adult life.
I've done it in my 20s for sure a few times, but like my hairline is just getting worse and worse by the year. So I don't know. I think that I'll hit a certain point in like my mid 30s, late 30s where I'm just like, I'm going to have to start shaving my head anyway. So I'm just going to enjoy the length of the hair that I have now for the last like decade.
I like it. I like you got a little emo swoop going on.
Yeah, I got some cool stuff going on with my hair currently. I like it. But
and that's because I cut it last time.
You need to cut it again. I wish that you were here because
I wish that I was too.
It needs another haircut. And I now like I spent 10 years cutting my own hair, but you did it the one time and I was like, that was nice. That was cool that I didn't have to do it. And I didn't have to look at myself in the mirror from the backwards using the two mirrors, and it's annoying. It's
very annoying, yeah.
I know that they asked for the advice from you, particularly you, but I'm going to chime in on this just a little bit, okay? And this is before we go.
It'd be funny if I didn't let you.
No. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the fucking music starts fading in.
Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to think you're making fun of them. And I think that this person is actually looking for an excuse to shave their head.
I think possibly, yeah.
I think that's definitely like a possibility, which is great. And if you're already leaning toward doing it, then yeah, this could be your reason to do it. If you're becoming good friends with this person, you can actually just sit down and like, oh, it sucks you don't like your hair, blah, blah, blah. Hey, what if you shaved it off? Oh my God, what if we both did it? I'll do it with you. It'd be so fun. No, you should do it with me because I've been thinking about shaving my head anyway. We should both shave our heads, and then it'll be this really communicative, fun thing that you're doing, and you're bonding.
Activity.
Yeah, like don't do it without him knowing, and then just kind of as a gift be like, all right, I'm taking off my beanie now, and now hey, look, I did this as a gift to you. Because then, yeah, that person might feel bad. Like not feel like you're making fun of them, but maybe that you're making it too big of a deal. Because they probably just want to forget about it. I think that when a guy gets a fucked up haircut, and it happens to me all the time, a little dig at you.
You well, you just said you've been cutting your hair for 10 years.
Oh, and I fuck it up a lot. Not all the haircuts have been good. Some of them have been iconic. Others are bad. Others are just not good. And then you just kind of have to live with it, especially when you cut it too short. That's always my mistake. I'll cut it too short and just be like, this isn't me. Damn, this sucks. This isn't my face shape. I hate it. I'm ugly. This sucks. and then you just have to wait to grow out. So if they want to do this
you
solo,
just kind of get through it.
Then let them do it solo. And cool thing is that you can always just wear a beanie, kind of swoop it back a little bit, and be hot. You can just still be hot.
Beanies are a real saving grace.
Beanies are a saving grace for a bad haircut. Yeah. You can just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna. Hey, you know what? It's cold lately. I'm just gonna do the beanie.
Yeah.
Even if it's hot lately.
I've been out in public for 3 days in a row now, which is rare for me. So, yes, thank you.
We're all very proud.
Everyone
Yeah.
Congratulate
let's do
me
one
on
of these.
That.
Everyone's going. Okay, she's
you.
bowing. She's okay.
Anyway, I did not take my beanie off that entire time, though.
Have you bathed yet?
Don't ask me
You
that.
stinky little fuck. You've been promising me you're going to shower for like 2 days now. You are caked in the outside world right now. Walking through the rain, the mud, the storm drains, the sludge, the London
the sewers of London.
Yeah, the London sewers, and you haven't bathed, and you're just gonna go to bed after this.
I'm not. It's okay. Full disclosure: it is 2:30 in the morning where I am. That is the time that we're doing this. I'm not against taking a 2:30 in the morning bath, but I just know it would like wake up my dad. So.
Right? Yeah, you gotta think of the other people.
Yeah, but
are you promising all people right now that when they listen to this on Monday, that they can then tweet you and ask, "Hey, have you bathed yet?" And then you can confidently reply, "Yes, I have,"
and not be a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but you have to answer truthfully if they ask you.
Yeah, you have to tweet a little one of those little like pics of your feet in the bath.
Don't tweet pics of your feet, please. Don't do that. All right, let's not get too crazy here. Okay, it was a joke. I was joking. Let's fucking
calm down.
fucking stop.
You're like, okay,
Stop.
in fact, don't bath again.
Don't bathe if your feet are gonna come out.
Anyway, no, yeah, I will bath tomorrow. That
Okay.
is I solemnly promise I will bathe tomorrow.
That's good.
Yeah.
I showered yesterday for the first time in a long time, and it was the first time I showered after I got sick, and whew, it felt good.
Wash the sick off.
You have to wash the sick off sometimes, and it just feels like, okay, now I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Now I'm truly getting better. One last little bit for this person. Yeah, if you're looking for a reason to shave your head, this could be a reason. I would personally approach it. I think it would make the other person feel better too if you were just like talking about the hair. If they're already complaining about it to you, act like it's like a new idea and just be like, oh, that sucks. Hey, you should shave your head. Oh my God, we should shave our head. I was going to shave my head anyway. What if we both shaved our head at the same time? That'd be so cool. It'd be like a bonding experience for us. And then that's what you can share with them as this new friend. Do not do it without letting them know.
As a surprise.
And then
I think that's
surprise
really
it as a
good
gift
advice,
because it's
actually.
almost like too much of a gift to do without someone asking. Because then it puts too much focus like, man, they must have really thought my shit's fucked up if they had to go and alter their whole life just to make me feel better. I was getting used to the fucking haircut. Shit. I must be walking around like fucking Shrek over here.
I really look like a fucking chicken piranha hybrid.
Yeah, I must look like shit, bro. I can't believe this. I would feel so insecure if someone did that. Like, look, like I know that I shaved my head for you to make you feel better. I'd be like, fuck, now I feel worse. But if you approach it in the right way and just like, hey, like let's be besties and do this thing, then it could just be a fun thing that you do. And I think you're looking for a reason to shave your head anyway. So this could be a good excuse for you to do it. But also take Billy's advice that says it's not all it's cracked up to be when you're growing it out.
Yeah, just be prepared for that. I think that's really good advice.
Yeah, because it is all fun when it's all short and you look all good. But like Billy looks like shit right now, and I just have to live with that.
You don't even have to live with it. I'm not even living with you right now.
I don't even have to look at it, and I'm in a sour mood because of it.
But you still can't just stand the thought of it.
Yeah, I just have to say it out loud.
Like you just imagine it when we're on the phone. Like,
I could hear it in your voice, and it's just like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I can't do this right now.
Call me back when you've got micro bangs again.
Please, when you got little turf bangs. This has been All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
I have been Billy. If you want to listen to the rest of our episodes, if you haven't done that yet, and catch up and get our social media handles and everything, you can do all of that on our website, which is
allthespaceinbetween.com. And if you want to ask us a question, if you want us to take a I don't want to say that. I was going to say take a gander at your little pickle.
Don't say that.
Okay. If you want us to answer your question live on the show, if you have a pickle, if you are in a conundrum of sorts and you want us to answer it on the show, send us an email at
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com.
We really appreciate all the people who are sending us emails, but check this out. We're at a point right now where we get new emails every week, but we read through each of them each week, and we only select a few, and then we put some of them on the back burner. So we have stuff on back catalog, but we always love new questions because we more often than not pick new questions that just came in that week for the show, and we'll very rarely go into our back catalog. Yeah. Only when we need to. So please keep sending us questions and keep listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Google Podcasts and even YouTube. It's not linked on our website, but if you go to youtube.com/allthespaceinbetween, you can find our podcast there as well. So just all places. You can just listen all places.
Every place. Every place you can conceivably imagine where podcasts live.
And if you're not too embarrassed to listen to this show where we're talking about elves milking Santa Claus, please tell your friends about it. Please continue to tell your friends about the show.
Yeah. Please spread the word, or shout us out on social media, or just it's really good if you just like tell your friends like in person though. You're just like, I've really been enjoying this show. Yeah. It's like this kind of thing.
Yeah. Hey, you should,
because if you find it funny, there's a good chance your friends will find it funny also.
Right. If you share a similar sense of humor with your friends, they'll probably find it funny. You guys can talk about the show together. And for the new listeners, or for people trying to convert other people to new listeners, don't encourage them to go back to the beginning. This is a podcast. That's not how it works. Just listen to the latest episode. If you like that episode, you can go back from there until you're satiated, and then every week, every Monday, we release a new episode, and that's just how podcasts work. You don't have to go back to the beginning.
No,
they're not episodic in any way.
that you want. Just pick a title that stands out to you if you don't want to listen to the newest one.
And then just listen from there, and it's all good. But we appreciate the people who are listening. And hey, that Spotify wrap up is pretty cool because we we saw a bunch of people who were naming our podcast as their number one podcast.
That was so sick to see.
That was dope.
I loved that.
That was
I'm
super
so flattered.
dope. That was really cool.
I saw us like ranking up there with like podcasts that like I listen to. I was like, wow, cool.
Very,
good.
very, very cool. I loved that in particular.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have even ranked higher if Spotify wasn't fucking with our podcast so much in the last like 3 weeks. That's been awful that we haven't talked about, but we can't get into it right now. But Spotify's been fucking with our podcast a lot.
Spotify's really been messing us up.
Really messing with our stats, Spotify. You're really taking it all away, giving it back partially, and then taking it away again. Creating duplicates, deleting those duplicates. What the fuck are you doing?
Anyway, we are aware of the Spotify stuff that's been happening, but it should be fine now. It should be working. It should be fine.
If you've tweeted us, if you've emailed us about it, just know that we know. And,
we do know, yeah.
And we're working with them with it, and they've almost got it back. But we should be back in your followed podcast thing, and it should all be working okay on your end. So that's good. But thank you for listening to All the Space in Between, and we will talk to you next week. New episodes every Monday. I love this podcast. I love talking. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.